Hey, good morning guys. It's Friday. We've had a really hot week, haven't we, Pete?
Yeah.
It's been so hot, hasn't it?
Yeah,
It's just like crazy one. Now, Pete's been doing an awesome job here. He's been putting all the actual cladding all the way along here. Just got to paint the tops here. We've actually then put timber work in the valley. We then line the valley with a thin piece of ply, which will allow us then, it'll be nice for the lead to then sit on. We've obviously packed out the relevant rafters in here, going all the way around to then line through with this, so the battens stay nice and flat. Pete's extended the rafters through like this, got them all attached, which is really cool. We've got the relevant cladding now all the way down here. We obviously, you can see we're using TLX gold. It's absolutely brilliant stuff, so we're going to be using the rest of that, getting that all the way through down this roof, and then getting this cracked out because it's been a really hot week. And all we want to do is get this done. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell down below. That will notify you every time we upload. Then set all this all out now. We're now getting it ready to put the cloaking strips all the way along this edge here, and then Al's doing the same. They're going to put the cloaking strip in there, slip it in, and then we're ready then to tile up. We got a massive delivery of tiles arriving from FH Roofing. Definitely check out FH Roofing Coventry. Really well priced and the budgets and everything else. You can see we've used TLX gold everywhere. It's just brilliant stuff. Love TLX gold. And the one thing is we've used 2x1 batten, and then we've used, in fact, let me have a look at the nails that we've used here. 65mm 3.35. Quite something nice about hand nailing them in instead of a Paslow, isn't it? You know, it's just a little bit more controlled. Because I haven't done a roof for a long time, so we're going to now start. Well, I'm away on holiday. I'm going to leave Al and Pete getting this cracked out. We've done the other roof, the other side. That looks really great. I'm really pleased with it. I've never done a GRP before. Now, there's a guy called Aaron who was recommended to via Tom Cullingford from Rubber for Roofs, and he was saying, when I spoke to Aaron, he says what you have to do, what the time, he said you can use 8x4 normal OSB, which is this, OSB 3 it's going to be, so you can use this, but he said to have it a really nice job, he said it's better to buy in the tongue and grooved 18mm OSB 3. So that's what we've done. We've bought 25 sheets of this in. The next thing you did say to me, Tony, it's quite nice, you fit this is to have a 25mm gap on all the peripherals. So that's why I'm cutting a bit of batten as my gauge. And then what I'm going to do then, he says, what you'll then do is then slip, if you imagine, this is the sheet coming across, that's my 25mm gap, like that. And what will happen is then the next sheet of ply comes on this level here. It doesn't then go all the way down. So that means this sheet then, as a whole, can then move underneath the upstand and then not buckle or anything else like that. So that's what he wants me to do. So that's what I'm now doing, is I'm going to set up all of these packers all around that I need. I'm then going to take it through and I'm going to start getting it together and screwing it down. Job done. I've got my packers, so what I'm going to do is I know that all the furring strips are in this way, so I know where all the centres are. I'm going to work to those centres, and what I'm going to do is just put my peripherals on as Aaron's has asked me to do. So I'm doing that. Now what I will do is I'll leave this sheet out, because then right until the very last moment I can leave these gullies just in case any water gets in. You can see how we've now covered it. It's just going to filter underneath then the Unilin phenolic board into the gullies and go. So when we're ready to rock and roll, put the board back in again, we'll have a 25mm gap, so it'll sail in absolutely beautifully, and then we can plug that in, Alitrix it over, get the insulation on top, and put a whole board instead of a small infill piece. Okay, so we've got a plan. I like plans. So what I'm doing is I'm putting all these packers in. I'm going to work it. The one thing I've got to do is actually phone Tom Cullingford, because I just suddenly thought we might not get away with this upstand with Alitrix on it. I'll know tomorrow, but I'll speak to Tom just so I know. What we do, guys, is we just got 2 boards here. So it's the first time I've ever used this stuff, so it's really key to understand which side is up, which side's down. You can see I put marks because this represents the top where the writing was. So when I push these together, you can see it's got this like 3mm gap, and obviously that's going to be the bottom. And what I'm going to do, when you look at it and push it together, so for me that's definitely all day long, and that's going to be the top, so I know it's going to form a good seal. There's a 3mm gap underneath. I'll get loads of glue through this joint. That's what I'm doing. So the writing on all the boards I'm going to put down is going to be down, and obviously the strips are running that way, so I'm going to go across the strips to give you even more strength.
DeWalt!
We'll give that a bit of a blow. DeWalt 54 volt brushless. All the places you could have said. Sorry, mate. That is very true. Sorry.
You just want to be involved, don't you?
I just want to be involved, you know. You can see what I've done here, guys. I've cut the sheet. Obviously we'll put the insulation and everything over there, but the reason I've cut some of the sheet away, because this cut in here, I didn't want it to be too thin, because if I'd have done 600, it meant this cut would have been 100mm. I'd rather make sure I've got good 200mm so I can get a good mechanical fixing in, so that's really, really key. I'm now going to do a measurement of what this needs to be, that width, so it can sit in. I'm going to measure the length here as well, so it should be the same, 1980 again. Yeah, 1980. And then that took over a bit there from there to there. That's 240mm. Check that. Yeah, that's a little bit 240mm. That's it, Bash. Okay, Bash, take that timber away. That's it. Push it in like that, Bash. There you go. There, push up top. That's it. Look at that, mate. There you go. There you go. You've got that, mate. Good there, yeah? That's lovely. Okay. So, 450 again. About 600 is about here, I think. Because these are every 100mm, you see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 450 will do. So where's 6 going to come here, and so 6 will come past here. It's quite a small piece, but it'll have to be what it is. So what we've got is Mark here from Tom Howley. He's measuring up the kitchen because obviously it's all about production time. I think it's about 6 to 8 weeks. What we've done to make sure the floor substrate is really nice and level, we put some pieces of plasterboard up. What you can do then is take data from the ceiling, then down to the floor. Obviously he'll take into consideration the Antico flooring as well. And then we've done the same over here. Plasterboard on this end here, and then plasterboard there. Over here, got that done, so we can take an overall measurement as well. So hopefully within 6 to 8 weeks you'll see the kitchen be big here. So at the moment we're using this system here. If you're in the Coventry area, probably everybody's heard of FH Roofing, an absolute brilliant company to work with. And we're using the dry ridge system. This is Danelaw and it's 15 years guarantee on it. It's a really easy system to use. You've got the brackets and it even supplies with all the screws. Everything else that comes with it, to screw the ridge down. And then obviously this is for the ventilation, a bit more further flashing as well. We've done the one over there, we're just going to now put this one in, and then we're going to do the return on the right hand side of the existing roof and do this one on the left hand side. And you can see Al is better than me going up that ridge. He's a slightly smaller person than me. I'm not very good on a roof, I'll be honest with you. Al's like a gazelle on a roof, I've decided. What we've got here is these the little caps. They pretty much sit on there, don't they, Al? Like that, I would think.
That's how they go.
That's it.